Hi, this is Mark from Ethy's Insights, and I first want to start by wishing you all a Happy New Year. Hope you had a nice Christmas. Sorry I'm not posting in a little while. There's been 3 very good reasons for that. The first is we've had a baby in December. And the second is I've had to learn video making from scratch, so as I'm finding out the hard way, it's not quite a straightforward process as what I first thought. So please, for the time being, if there's anything, just send me a message through. Just send me a message through, whatever that could be. We're all in the flow of life. We're all in life cycle. We're all experiencing and
Okay, go.
Hi, it's Mark from Ethy's Insights, bringing you hope and inspiration to some of life's challenges. And in this video, hi, my name's Mark from Ethy's Insights, bringing you hope and inspiration to something. Yo, what's up YouTube? You would not believe how many times I've tried to do this video. Hi, this is Mark from Ethy's Insights, and today I'm doing a quick interim video on something that I'm in. Hi, my name's Mark and welcome to our channel Ethy's Insights. Today I'm in a field with the camera and I'm talking about hope and empowerment. And it's raining. So we've had almost 2 months of intense heat, the most we've had in a long time, and the one day I do this it starts to rain, so I'll make it quick. And thirdly, my wife was very ill through the pregnancy as well, so it meant I was doing dad and hubby duties. So I've got a lot of plans for Ethy's Insight this year, and I'm going to take you on that journey. Hi, so those of you who don't know, last year I started up a counselling course. I've done my level 3 in January 2018. I went straight on after that to do my level 4, which is very intense. Level 3 is intense enough, but level 4 is a lot more deeper. I was questioning whether I was the right time to do it, just after coming out of hospital with Ethan, but we felt so strong as a family, and Ethan's influence was so strong that we felt that we wanted to help other people and putting back is a form of healing as well. So if ever you are having a hard time, and this works, I've found, with lots of different things. So if you're having a hard time, you're feeling down or depressed, or you're feeling upset about anything, or you just feel like you're overwhelmed by life situations, by helping other people is a good start to get yourself out of that. I'm actually on the way to counselling now. I'm running late, I should have been there 2 minutes ago. It's been a crazy morning so far. I want to start off first with Ethy's Insights, talking about something you either love or you hate, and that is New Year's resolutions. I personally feel that resolutions are great if you want to initiate a change in a year, if you want to develop or grow, if you want to challenge yourself to different things. Not everybody wants to do it. Not everybody likes January time or February time. I see January time as like very similar to a new pair of shoes. With January time, there's a new freshness in that month, and it's like a newness. Very similar to a new pair of shoes. And a new pair of shoes are, for the first time you get a new pair of shoes, you want to keep them nice and safe. Nobody can go near them because you have to protect them from being scuffed. But then come 2 weeks into it, or 3 weeks into it, you're not really bothered and they just become something else. And for those of you just thinking, I can't believe you just threw them shoes into the air, don't worry, no shoes have been harmed in making this video. And if you can see over here, they're actually chilling out on the sun lounger. Even though it's not sunny today, it's frosty. I did say to the shoes, it's going to be cold down here, but they weren't bothered. So what I'm referring to when I'm talking about a new pair of shoes may sound very strange, liken it to the month of January or a New Year's resolution or even a goal. It's the same as having anything new. I've used the analogy of a new pair of shoes in this video, but it can be new anything that naturally will wear off over time, because as we get used to it, as we get accustomed to it, it's not new anymore. So any goals which you normally set in January time, as the month of January progresses on and we go even into February time, so that newness becomes habit, and then once we get used to it and the excitement and the energy wears off, so does the motivation in most cases. And that's one of the main reasons why most people quit on New Year's resolutions and goals. One thing which can be devastating to your mental health is setting a goal and then not following through, and then doing that repeatedly over time. Some people say, I'll never set goals, I'll never do this, I'll never do set resolutions, it's just a load of nonsense. And in some respects, that is a better way of doing it, because you don't actually start and stop something. And in a sense, if you do that over time, what will happen is that will build up as a habit, and anything habitual goes straight into your subconscious. It's like your brain has got to sort everything out that you do on a daily basis. So if your brain's got so much to take in, so much information coming in from the outside world, so many processes going on within your body, it's all got to orchestrate all that. And what will happen is it puts whatever it can into an automatic pilot. So stuff like breathing, heart rate, blinking to a certain degree, everything is done automatically. And the same with habits. Anything you do, whether it's right or wrong, over time, anything you do will become habitual, and it will enter into your subconscious. Going into your subconscious means you don't even notice it. It'll be very, very subtle. And then therefore, if you keep doing something and giving up on it, what that will happen is you will instantly believe that you're a failure without even having to do anything, because your subconscious mind will take over. Your subconscious mind doesn't matter if it's right or wrong what you're doing, it's just basically trying to get some sort of system into a process. So if you've done something, you tell yourself I can't do it, after a while your brain will start doing that for you. And then the impact on that on your mental health, your self-belief, your self-worth and your limiting beliefs is ginormous. The next thing I want to talk about is this powerful tip that I'm going to share with you now, but I found by using this psychological tip has helped me to achieve all my targets in a year. The only ones I don't do are the ones where physically you can't be in two places at once. So the important psychological tip I'm going to share with you now, which is this. If you check out this guy, let's imagine this guy is an employee of a firm, of a business, and he's been there for 30 years and he's complaining about everything. And his complaining is bringing the mood of the office down. There's like a negativity in there. So already we want this guy out. Do you mean? We've tried to reason with him, we've tried to talk it out, and he doesn't want to know. So the old school worker just kicks up a fuss, and he makes the whole atmosphere in the office very negative. So what do you do with somebody like that?
Hasta la vista, baby.
So back to the old school employee. If you come in and just say to him now, right, he's being very negative, he's been there for a long time, he doesn't want to learn any new stuff, get out, you're gone. That's not the way to go about it. He's been there for a while, he's put his time and energy in. No matter what he's not doing, he has done so many years of service, and he's been there in a time where the company was growing at that point in time. It's just now there needs to be a change. So we have to be respectful of the time that has been put in there, just like our habits. Our habits have been with us and they've been serving a purpose for a long time, but we can't just say goodbye to them overnight. Most people set their goals or targets too big. So when January comes, if you've set a target for January time, a New Year's resolution to stop smoking, lose weight, do a run, whatever it is, usually the target in your mind of what you want to achieve in a short amount of time is so big and so grand that you end up giving up on it, because you can't live up to them expectations. So in our minds we might want to run a marathon, but we like try and get out of ourselves in a space of a couple of weeks in January time, like what a professional athlete would try and get out of themselves. So in our minds we say to ourselves, we'll go out and we're gonna like run a marathon and we're going to do it in super quick time and whatever, and then we go out and get all of the gear, and then we find out a couple of weeks into it we give up on it. Now there's actually between the 12th and the 17th of January, that's actually Ditch Your Resolution Day. There's the actual day is the 17th of January, which has got its own name, it's that famous, but we sell ourselves short, and because it's the easy option, it's more comfortable, and we all like familiarity and comfort, hence the reason why most people go back to their old habits. So back to the old school employee. If you come in and just say to him now, right, he's being very negative, he's been there for a long time, he doesn't want to learn any new stuff, get out. The chances are, if he's that much and he's complaining about everything, then he's going to kick up a fuss. He's going to come back in full force. He probably he probably knows the legal systems better than anybody. He's been there, you know, even the managers and stuff. So he'll probably go through all of the legal part and get compensation, all that stuff. He probably knows all the tricks. So that's not the way to go about it. He's been there for a while, he's put his time and energy in. No matter what he's not doing, he has done so many years of service, and he's been there in a time where the company was growing at that point in time. It's just now there needs to be a change. So we have to be respectful of the time that has been put in there, just like our habits. Our habits have been with us and they've been serving a purpose for a long time, but we can't just say goodbye to them overnight. So the best way, if we're going to bring a new employee into the workplace, bring them in just for a couple of days a week, just to get the employee used to that person. And then we do this over time, and then eventually what happens is it builds up momentum. Now momentum is a very powerful force, and I'm going to cover this in another video coming up shortly. And so momentum, once we've got a bit of momentum there, we've got more chance of sustaining and fulfilling our targets. So that is the key. Don't go in full force, you know, just with the grand, I'm going to become a professional athlete in 2 weeks. Spread it out, because those professional athletes had to put in time and dedication in, and life gets in the way as well. So small daily habits over time are much more powerful than one big massive goal or resolution that you are trying to fit into 2 weeks in January and get it all done then. It's too big, too overwhelming, too stressful, and that's why most people give up on that. It's the equivalent of the long-term office worker who's been there for 30 years in the business, being shifted out the door in an instant. It won't work. His influence is a lot more stronger than a new person coming in the door. This is the reason why small daily habits over time is, if you take that newer employee in a bit every day, build up the profile, they gain strength and momentum, and then over time they got more influence in the office. And it's the same with your habits. You can't take an ingrained habit that's been with you for years, because it's already got a strong influence in your whole system, in your whole memory, in your subconscious, in your nervous system. It's already well ingrained, and the influence is very strong and powerful, so you can't just send it out the door. You have to build up a new habit slowly over time, and that's the best way, because then it comes in below the radar of the ingrained habit, so that there's no alert there, so that the new habit can fulfill itself by being brought in slowly over time. So I hope you found this video useful. I really enjoyed making it. As I say again, apologies for not making a video in a little while. You know, I keep on every single scene you see, I'm wearing something different, and I'm not trying to mess with your head. It's just you're part of, on these videos, the craziness which is our life. You know, we're never in one place for long. So thank you for sharing our journey with us so far. Thank you for watching the video. If you found it useful, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already, give me some comments if you want to below, I'd love to hear from you. And just to let you know, this site, we dedicated this site to Ethan, our son we lost in 2017. He was a big source of inspiration for us, and he still is today. Hence the reason why I'm standing here now doing this video and showing you what's involved in our life. For any parent out there who's lost a child, you can find ground where you can smile again, laugh again, just find ways to make their spirit live on in the work that you do, whatever that is, and the way you influence other people. So be strong. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.